Hi, I'm Torchwood Boy, and welcome back to My Hero Academia. Sorry for the week off, guys. I was having a really bad day, like a really bad migraine. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I realised, like, I'm blind now. So, it's great. Today we're watching My Hero Academia, and before we get started, if you don't want to watch, like, the whole, like, review that we do before, then don't watch it. It's fine. I don't make a lot of notes, put a lot of effort into this shit. Just go on. About 10 minutes in. Just leave me. It's fine. Anyway, so episode called 9 was called, yeah, just do your best, Ida. Or, yeah, Ida, just do your best. Or something like that. I don't know. I wrote it down, but I wrote it down wrong. I remember I wrote it down wrong. So it was pretty sick. The first thing I wrote down was English lyrics were awesome because they were pretty cool. I'm really glad to be back, guys, and I can't wait to see this episode because we ended on such an amazing cliffhanger that we're going to talk about in a minute. But we started off with a very strange beginning, which was featuring the press. Something that not only garners a lot of attention in anime, I should imagine, like the press, like paparazzi and stuff. But you also see a lot of it in the news these days, which is ironic, seeing the press in the news. But, you know, with fake news and all that bullshit that Donald Trump spouts like a fucking idiot. Anyway, enough about the big orange orangutan. Yeah, so we start off with the press, and we, you know, basically, it got on to how the press were like him to speak to All Might Willing. He's a teacher in the school. And they were interviewing all the kids. Izuku was useless as usual. No, I'm joking, I love him, but he's not good in social situations like that. Kachan was ready to kill people, as usual. And then Tenya was like, this is my moment. This is my perfect moment. But he bored everyone shitless, as usual. But we did get to see a very cool glimpse of the UA defences, where the walls shot up and it was like, woo, motherfucker, calm down. But they were meant to keep out all the bad guys. They did not. However, we'll get to that in a minute. But everyone just wants to meet All Might, and I suppose I can understand it, you know. It's this character who, for so long, has been, you know, just revered and loved by the people, and they want him, you know. It's like, imagine if Beyonce started teaching at a school. It'd be crazy. She started teaching at Harvard. The press would be there every fucking day, like, Beyonce, what are you teaching at Harvard? And she'd be like, quantum mechanics, because I'm fucking smart. Because she is. But anyway, that's beyond the point of Beyonce and quantum mechanics. how we wander. Yeah, so then it came up to Aizawa was like, right, you know what? We need a school mascot. Not mascot, a class. What did I write down? I don't know. They need a class rep. That's it, representative for the class to decide what they're going to do, stuff like that. You know, take orders when they're going trips. Yeah, something insanely boring that no one would want to do apart from one person. We all knew who it was. We all knew who would be perfect for it. Of course, it would be Tenya. I also love the idea that Aizawa was being nice to Izuku and mean to Kachan. It made me lol, because I wrote lol. God, I'm such an idiot. I just find it was really funny, although I've still been reading the Kachan Deku fanfiction, and honestly, I've fallen down a hole that I never want to climb out of, to be honest. But I'm very excited for that, yes, for their eventual relationship. I don't care what anyone says. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I think I can see where the romance will be going, but I've been told in animes created by this particular kind of anime, romance is usually the last thing. It usually comes at the end. Think Legend of Korra. Although a lot of people don't like Legend of Korra, and I really love it, but I'm getting off topic, so it doesn't matter. And I thought Tenya would be in a great time while Aizawa went on his nap. But no, everyone voted Izuku, which I understand because, you know, he's a badass kid and everyone loves him. And, yeah, almost everyone. But it was Tenya who they picked, Izuku who they picked. But, you know, they're just kids, and I suppose that they couldn't see the strengths of one may not be the strengths of another. You know, just because Izuku is popular doesn't mean he's right for the job. And I think it was really cool how Momo was voted deputy class rep, and you know it was cool to see her annoyance at being not not put to the top. However, we did get to learn a bit more about Tenya and his backstory. He was filthy rich. His family are pro heroes. His brother was a very big pro hero, I believe. But I like seeing Tenya smile. It's something we don't see very often, and it was nice to see him relax a little bit and be like, yes, this is my family, this is why I do what I do, this is why I'm proud of who I am. And it was really nice to see him sort of step up and be like, yeah, I enjoy doing this kind of shit. And I feel like that speaks to a lot of Tenya's character. Like, he does all what he does because he wants to live up to his family name, and I think that's fucking brilliant. That's such an honourable kind of thing to do. And yes, he needs to chill out a bit, but will he ever? Probably not. Only time will tell. That's what character development's for, I suppose, at the end of the day. Then we had a breach, and it was not like the pregnant kind of breach, which I believe I wrote down somewhere, but oh well. It was all kicking off, like, Kirishima was, like, panicking, and Tenya was, like, he was thinking, like, and then he thought, what would Izuku do? What would my brother do? And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. He puts Izuku in the same level of respect as he does his brother. That's sick, and it just shows how much he respects Izuku's ability and his quirk, and even though he can't handle it, he can still... even though Izuku can't handle his quirk, he still uses it, and I think that shows a lot of strength and a lot of, obviously, garners respect, and I love that. And I just, it turned out it was the press anyway, but Tenya did a really cool thing. He was a running man sign for a bit, it was really cool. Emergency exit either. I loved it. But like I said, if you can't stop the press, you can't stop villains. But it wasn't the press really, because it turned out it looked like it was a villain watching from the sidelines, which I thought was pretty foreshadowing, as it turned out it was. So then we have we sort of go through a bit of a laughing thing with Ida, like emergency exit Ida and everything. It was really funny. And then we see like the town, and we see All Might fighting about, but he's getting gradually weaker, and he's become weaker and weaker ever since he's given Izuku his power. And I'm intrigued to see whether at the end of the season All Might's no more, or what happens to him, or what. But I am excited to see where it goes. Yeah, he keeps getting weaker and weaker. And it's just kind of sad watching someone go from all this strength to, so, but I suppose that's a metaphor for age, where you go from being fit and healthy. I don't know why I'm putting myself, I'm neither of those things. Well, I am actually, I have perfect blood pressure and heart rate, but whatever. I have an athlete's heart rate, but whatever. But you as you get older, you go from peak to middle age to old to dead, so... Yeah, I hope I've cheered you up. But then they found out they were going on a rescue training mission, the kids, and obviously All Might was wiped out from being a hero all day, and he couldn't come and help them in training, so it was just him, and it was Space Hero 13. Seriously, what the fuck happened to Space Heroes 1 to 12? I'm just asking, alright? I'm just asking. I think they're all dead. But I'm just asking. Totally dead. I just want to know. Dead. I just love how everyone... first of all, I love how the girl with the pink skin, the pink hair, just keeps interrupting Laserdick. I love it so much. I will never learn his name. He will always be Laserdick. Get over it. I wrote, Tenya is loving this, but please take away the whistle. It's true. Take it away. We don't need that. Tenya doesn't need that. Tenya definitely doesn't need that. Because he's fucking insane enough without it. But I loved it. And then everyone was ripping on Kachan, and Izuku was like, whoa, they love me but don't like Kachan. Well, yeah, because Kachan's a dickhead. It's not art. He is not a nice person, okay? And we don't know anything about Kachan, really. We just know he really hates everything. Like, pretty much everything. Which, at least he's got a hobby. So they get to the Survivor Training Center, which is fucking awesome. It looks like a bit of a theme park, almost. It just looks super duper cool. And we learned that Space Hero 13 killed all her comrades with her black hole ability. Jokes. It's a joke. She obviously didn't kill Space Heroes 1 to 12. We also saw Invisible Girl, who we still have not seen with skin yet, but I can't wait. I can't see her with skin. And then the evil portal showed up, and the guy with loads of hands, like, in weirdly unappreciative places showed up. Like, seriously, why would you want a hand there? It's like, it's just the worst placement of a hand. You can't talk, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't suck a dick. It's the worst thing. You know, I'm not saying he wants to suck a dick. He might want to suck a dick, and if he wants to suck a dick, he can. But what I'm saying is, it's just the worst placement. Okay, let's go. I've officially gone crazy, but that's what happens when you wear glasses, apparently. You become slightly crazier than everyone else, and me being slightly crazier really is worrying because I wasn't sure it was possible. This, however, is... No, that's Kim Possible. This, however, is My Hero Academia, and I'm very excited, as you can probably tell. We'll do a lot of discussion at the end. I got my paper, I got my notes, I'm going to kick some ass, I'm just going to write some lines, but guys, let me know in the comments. When you were at this stage, who was your favourite character? Mine's definitely Izuku so far. Though I'm loving a lot of the characters. I'm loving Tenya, I'm loving Ochako, I am loving Kachan, I suppose, in his own mean ass way. I'm loving Sue, I'm loving All Might, I like Kirishima. And I'm excited to see where honestly it all goes from here. I also love Izuku's mom. Like, not in a weird way, just she seems ace. This, however, my babies, is episode 10 of My Hero Academia. I do not have a title for it yet because it's going to come on the screen in a moment. Shall we begin? Let's. I can't tell who's talking. Oh, it's Handface. Handface needs to chill.
That day we learned what the pro heroes are really up against.
Come on! Kick some ass, boys and girls! I know, I'm only joking. Who are you? Why do you look like a fucking shadow? You look like a dick. And don't get me started on you. Encounter with the unknown. Ooh, I like it. It's like when you go ghost hunting.
What? Real villains? No way. How could so many of them get into a UA facility this secure?
It's a lot of stairs. They'll be bloody exhausted. Oh, I think you're all fucking dead. Goodbye. Bye bye. Oh shit, boy!
That's a racerhead, a pro. You can cancel your quirks just by looking at you.
Cancellation? Bet you can't erase the quirk of a heteromorphic type like me.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh!
But a villain like you is only dangerous if you can reach me.
Oh shit!
To make sure that never happens.
He's like a motherfucking monk.
Meet you. We are the League of Villains.
The League of Villains. That's a dumb name.
Decided to invite ourselves into this haven of justice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, welcome.
Isn't this a fitting place for All Might, the symbol of peace, to take his last breath? I believe he was supposed to be here today, and yet I see no sign of him. There must have been some sort of change
Kachan's gonna
plan
fuck him
we
up.
could not have foreseen. Well, in the end, I suppose it does. Facility to meet my comrades.
Oh no.
What is this?
Shit, Ten, you got them. And Izuku's alone. Shit, well done, Tenya. Got him out.
What's going on?
No, Izuku! Oh shit, that's gonna really... Oh, so motherfucking so with lots of exclamation marks, that a girl! And that weird purple-headed freak. Woo! That's well done, Sue. So proud of Sue. I love Sue. What a badass.
For a frog, you've got some pretty big boobs, Sue. Perfect floaties.
You're disgusting.
So,
Yeah.
if the villains
One
spent so
of them-
much time planning this attack,
Exactly, they're gonna be fucking prepared for All Might. Yeah.
And didn't you hear what that smoke guy said? Maybe we should worry
Purple
more
fart.
about not getting tortured to death.
So shut the fuck up, you stupid purple twat.
And even if he does show up,
Why is everything stupid when it's purple? Purple farts, purple twats, purple pervert. And there's 3 against what, about 12? The odds are not against, the odds are against him.
I have to face this evil. Head on!
Yeah, they're in water.
If they can beat him, then we have to stop whatever it is these bad guys are planning. We
Agreed.
have to work together and keep All Might safe. No one at UA knows what's happening.
Put up a real fight.
Oh! Whoa! So that you can create weapons! Oh shit, I don't know who you are. Oh fuck! Yes, kids! Come on! Lol.
Staying out of the spotlight is by teaching. That's why I gave you this job. Oh dear, you're smoking. That can't be good. It looks like you need to stay here in the lounge and relax a little while longer. The other teachers will understand. They're more than capable. But now that you are a teacher here, All Might, I really do wish you prioritize your students over your hero work. They deserve it.
Strategize in front of your enemy?
Yeah, it's a bit dumb.
You know what we're planning or not when I'm done with you.
Oh shit! I'll do it, yeah. There's no coming back from a black hole, I'm sorry. You don't just walk out of that one.
Wait, are you crazy? These guys might be able to kill All Might, and you think we can take them? Did you hit your head when we got warped here? The best plan is for us to just wait for a real pro from UA to come and save us.
Think about it.
I want to kill him.
Those villains can control it.
No,
I've got
jeez.
these sticky balls.
Yeah.
Their strength varies. Depending on how I'm feeling, they might stick to something a whole day. They grow back as fast as I can pull them off, but I'll bleed if I use too many. Oh, and they don't
Bleed,
stick to me.
asshole.
I can bounce right off them.
Bleed. Wait, what? You have an ability to create balls? You fucking idiot.
Don't look at me like that! This is why I've been reaching out for the real heroes! My work is totally...
Come on, act like cops on one.
Act like Kachan. Ooh.
Stupid move, kid. Even if I use a smash, I get
As scared as I am, even though he's shaking, he's still going through with this.
I'm meant to feel something for this kid. Wait for it. Oh no! That was insane! Well done, kiddo! Come on, kids! But not the stupid purple dick, he can die! Yep, it will.
we rounded them all up. Not too shabby. You guys are amazing. Both of you.
No, no, no. No, no. Just Izuku and you, Sue. Izuku and Sue win the day. I don't give a shit. If he was... I don't give a shit. Alright? I don't care if... Oh, this one seems to go a bit longer, so I'm just going to see if there's an after credit scene. No, it's just next time. Izuku and Sue, man. Legends in their own right. Okay, so let's talk about episode 10. I'm going to have a bit of a rant after that. But we're going to get to that, whatever that thing was, in a bit. Yes. What an annoying little twerp. But anyway, before I go, anyway. So, we came across a legion of villains attacking the kids, which is never good for a training program. You don't want a legion of villains attacking your kids. It's like you walking about one day, oh, how's your kids? Well, they were fine until they all got killed by a legion of villains. But it seems like the kids held their own. I wrote Handface needs to chill, but you know he can't. Imagine having a hand here. Like what is even this? What even would this be like? This life would be awful, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it would suck ass. I mean, he couldn't even suck ass. Can't suck dick, can't suck out. Anyway. And they're not stupid villains. I like that. I like that they were smart. They were smart enough not to underestimate their opponents, although the ones in the water got a little cocky at the end, which cost them big style. One day, I just want Izuku's hands to fix. But anyway, Todoroki was very clever. He was like, you know, he was explaining like they're not smart. They were obviously expecting All Might. If they know they can beat All Might, then we should be worried about it. And that's totally right. Yeah, you fucking should be worried about it. Also, we met, is it Kanamani, or something like that. But he had some kind of communication power. I thought it was electricity last time, so I don't know what exactly his power is, but I'm excited to see it come up again. Then Aizawa went up, and he just started kicking everyone's ass. It was fucking badass. I put he's a motherfucking monk. In D&D, he would be a monk. He was like running around kicking people's shit, like taking them out in one hit. Like, I liked how he disabled that girl's power, then kicked her in the face. Like, I mean, don't kick girls in the face. Don't kick anyone in the face. But you know what I mean? It's fucking badass. It was just so cool how he just like sort of like rounded them all up and then was just kicking. Like, I like how Izuku is like, you can't beat them all on your one-on-one stealth fighter, and he was like, kid, that's the other trick you got in the book. You're pretty much fucked. And he went down and he showed that he is a pro because he can hang with a lot of different people at once. He's a fucking badass. They call themselves the League of Villains. It's no Legion of Doom, let's be honest. The League of Villains. That's like saying, like, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, it's a weak-ass name. It's a weak-ass name for a pussy group. But Kachan and Kirishami? I think it's Kirishami. Both sort of dived in head first and were like, we're gonna fuck you up. And they gave it their best shot. I'll give them that. They you know, they put up a great fight. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna do this very quickly. They put up a great fight, and they basically went for him, but the purple fat guy was just like, no, I don't think so. And then it really weirdly backfired because he started to separate, and we'd seen that he was able to teleport like a big portal, but we didn't see that he was able to like wash over people and then throw them into different areas all at once, which I thought was pretty darn cool, to be honest. Like, having an ability that not only lets you teleport, or maybe lets you become the teleport, I don't quite know how it works, is awesome, but also having an ability that lets you basically step up and be like, no, I don't think that, I don't think you're going to be able to go that way. I don't think you'll be able to go this way because I will it not, in a way, I guess. I just thought it was really, really fucking cool. That a villain had an ability that could really counteract everyone's ability, right up until the point he went straight into a black hole. Yeah, maybe he teleported out of it, that's my guess, but otherwise, fuck. Also, how does a suit contain a black hole? But it's nothing too many stupid questions. But, like, it was sick. Like, it was just like, he just got ripped in and that was it. It was done. It was like, no more. Unfortunately, before that happened, we did split off into different groups. And we met some really interesting characters. And we saw Momo's ability to bring, like, a staff and someone else with a sword. We saw Kachan and Kirishami kicking ass. We saw the kid with, like, the long tail fighting alongside a couple of others. It was really, really cool. And then we had Izuku. And we had Sue, and that's where it ends for me. Because who did we have then? Lo and behold, some creepy little pervert. I threw my pen. I meant it. I fucking meant it. I was done. Like, I have never been pushed to the point of annoyance by a character so quickly than that little pervert. The Me Too movement will be having a fucking field day with that little shit. Because he's just gross. He's everything you do not want to be. You know? He's just a little vile little twerp. He's like, what was it? Well, you know, his first words, I think, in this episode were, ooh, Sue, your boobs are really nice. You got nice, like, soft air cushions. I'm like, what the fuck? You creepy little perv. I don't know how many balls you have in your head, but I ripped them off till you bled to death. Or maybe that was a bit harsh. No, I don't think it was. I changed my mind. It's not harsh. It's what he deserves. He was just like, really, he was like a baby in some regards, and then just a creep in others. I suppose he is, I don't know, it just really fucking creepy and gross, you know? It's like, you don't need to be like that, you know? I don't know. It's probably just how the character's written and stuff, but I did not enjoy him. You guys might like him, but for me, it's a no. I don't like him. He's an arsehole. Like, legitimately, do not like. That is the only thing I can say about that character. Do not fucking like at all. At all. He was just horrible. From start to finish, he was just horrible. Like, I don't know, there's just no need to be like that, I guess. And it just really creeped me out. Sorry, I'm ranting. Anyway, so Tenya went off to save, to try and communicate with the teachers that, you know, they needed help and that they were basically up shit creek without a paddle. And while that was happening, the teachers, the students, they all started fighting. We got some really cool action shots, like I said. But unfortunately, we found Izuku in the water, and I didn't realise what was going to happen up until Sue actually saved him. And that, they pointed it out in the show, and I'm really glad they did. That shows that while they were prepared to face these kids, and, you know, they had action plans for being in the water and stuff like that, they weren't knowing who's who and who can do what, so they haven't done that much research on the actual kids themselves, which I think is a very interesting flaw, perhaps. I would think if I was wanting to plan an attack, I'd want to know every variable. I'd want to know every child in that pool, in that place, because those kids have some really sick abilities. They're in that program for a reason, and you should not underestimate them. And obviously they didn't underestimate them, but they don't quite know what they're capable of. And I feel like that's a very big flaw. I feel like you should have gone in there knowing, if you're so smart, if you're the League of Villains, which is a dumb name, I feel like you should have gone in there knowing what everyone could do, so that, you know, you had a basic idea. Even if not everyone knew, just like a few knew, so they could point out in battle, like, oh, watch out for him, or watch out for him, you know? Sue's very gifted. She's got an array of powers, and I loved how they were planning back and forth, you know, Sue and Izuku. Minota was not as helpful. Some whiny little crybaby. Whatever. Oh my god, what did I write? Minota, please die, you dirty pencil. I think that says pencil. Minota, please die, you dirty pencil. Or peanut. Peanut or pencil. It's one of the two. Do it. And then when he jumped off, he said, act like Hechan would. And I'm going to have to read some more fanfiction, because that's a sexy thing to say. Seriously, I like that though. The being reckless, like Hechan would be. You know, I feel like that shows how much he really does look up to the kid. And I like it, yeah. I wrote useful balls, but I still don't like the kid. But it was clever how he flipped the water and then Sue caught him and then they threw punches. Really, they would have been dead without Sue. I'm just saying. Sue totally saved their lives. I will be intrigued to see if they all get out of it alive, because if they all get out of it alive, I'll be like, well, it was interesting, but... And yes, they are just kids, but these are kids against, like, tough villains. I would think that they would struggle more than, you know, you see All Might struggling with that one villain, that sludge monster, for a while. Alright, he wasn't struggling, but it took him a while to fight. These kids are, like, surrounded by villains, so I'm intrigued to see if they all make it out alive. I think they probably will, but I don't know. We'll see. Todoroki definitely will. He's a fucking banff. Like, seriously, what a badass. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. By the way, I know Liam Catterson is starting this series soon, so if you want to go check his channel out, you definitely should do. And thank you for watching. I don't know if people watch till the end. Say hi if you're watching till the end. Hi. You heard my rant about the stupid purple guy. Thank you for watching. I love you all. I have been Torchwood Boy. You have been awesome. And this has been My Hero Academia, Season 1, Episode 10. Into the Unknown. Or Into the Unknown. Wait, I'm not fucking up. I refuse to fuck up at the end. Encounter with the Unknown. I love you all. Bye bye.